Really looking forward to this conversation. I met this young lady yesterday and yesterday evening. Had a few drinks and great time. What a great group of women that were out last night and just enjoying each other's company. It was awesome. So real quick, if you would, give us your name, who you're with, and what you do. And if you want to say how you're affiliated with the event, please share that as well.
Sure. So my name is Trisha Lund. I'm from Houston. I'm the owner of WLG Surveying Solutions. 1 year now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am the vice chair of the CST board for NSPS, past president of the Texas Society. As far as this event, I am a sponsor, but I was one of the ones that helped Anna with the funding for the first year. So
Okay.
this is near and dear to my heart, even though
Sure.
I'm not plugged in every day
Right.
anymore.
I remember having that conversation with you last night. Like you had an opportunity to provide like the seed funding for
Yes.
the very first event. Right?
Yes. So what happened is it was my incoming year as president. I was only the second woman president for Texas.
Yes.
TSPF.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And so they had an idea that we were going to get the first registered woman surveyor, the one and only LSLS, because Texas has 2 licenses, and then the 2 female presidents. And we were going to do this big photo shoot in this Austin hotel that's kind of looks like Dallas or something, you know?
Well, yeah.
And then we had somebody that came and said, hey, we want to sponsor this in the magazine. We want to do all of this. And I said, well, it's probably not the medium, but Anna had already had this idea. And I said, but you can take that money and sponsor this. And so they were our first platinum sponsor, and they've been a platinum sponsor every year.
That's awesome.
And have really supported her. So that's how that happened.
Wow. What a cool story. What a cool story. I want to talk more about the conference for sure, but you've had your own business for a year now.
Yes.
Right? So talk about that. Like that was a huge leap first and foremost. And how has the first year been?
So yeah, it's huge, huge leap. But I was fortunate that my business partner was a client for 10 years. So I didn't have to come in with a lot of seed. Like I do have a backup, right?
Yep.
He's a right-of-way agent. I'm a surveyor. We kind of married together.
Perfect.
It has been different. I've been at the global firms. I've, worked overseas. I've done all of those things, but owning your own firm, and it's a different pressure, right? I have 6 employees and I got to make sure that they get fed every day. But I think we're doing good. We're in the black. We're not in the red, and not a lot of new firms can say that, right?
Yeah, usually it takes like 3 to 5 years to show a profit, something like that.
Yeah. So I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I'm very blessed.
Well, congrats. It's super cool.
So on that business, did you have much business sense going into it? Because I know that a lot of surveyors who go out on their own do not understand how a business works and the costs involved and how to manage people and, all of those things.
I think what Pete is trying to say is that surveyors historically are not good business people.
Not.
So yes and no.
Most.
Because I had people in my life that were business owners.
Yep.
Some from the summit. When I decided I was going to make this move, I picked up the phone and called Allison Hansen in Virginia, and I said, what do I do? And she's like, you need to join ACEC. You need to get your insurance here. You need to do this. She really walked me through some of those steps. I don't think I was blind in the business sense because I had already partnered with some other business owners to do seminars in Texas because there was a need to get how do you operate a small business out there. And it was one of those things I was voluntold to do that many years ago. And so I felt like I wasn't starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Right. And if you have people around you, which is why I love this event, you surround yourself with great people, you will be great.
Yep. Yeah. That's awesome. I love that.
I love the part where she said she rang up somebody from here.
You met.
That's what this is about.
Yeah. So have you been coming to the summit from the very first one?
Of course.
And this is the 5th or 6th? Sixth. So talk about the evolution of the event that you've seen from your perspective.
Well, so the first year we were limited, right? We had no idea what was going to happen. We were limited because we were going on tours to the Texas General Land Office, right? And there was an overwhelming demand. So while we thought it was only going to be a Texas thing, there was, I think, 8 ladies from Virginia there that first year, and Indiana, or one of the I states. I can't remember which one it was. And then as we have progressed, I mean, we have 170 registered this weekend.
Yep.
It has just been an ongoing thing. And the networking for me, not only did I call Allison when I wanted business advice, when I decided that I was going to bring drone work in, I called Dana Klett from Arizona. She took a few days off and flew to Texas and helped me.
So cool.
You know, so, and we have social groups that we just generally like each other and hang out and talk and have text groups to keep in communication, to not just here.
Sure.
Right.
Yep.
So the friendships I've made here, I think, far outweigh some that I've had my whole life.
Sure. Yeah. And these will be lifelong friends as well. And
Absolutely.
that's the one thing, you know, one takeaway I've had from the people we've talked to so far is just the power of that support group that resulted because of this event. Yeah. And it's changed people's lives. I mean, it really has. It's obvious that it has.
It hasn't. And I'm going to say this because I feel like I need to. I'm not a feminazi, right? And some people think this group is that. And it is not. It is to raise you up. That does not mean I don't have a ton of great male influence in my life and male surveyors that are mentors.
Yeah.
Because I do have that network too. And I think it's important to be balanced. But there is just something special about the ladies that get together here, and you can have this camaraderie about
I love that.
something.
Yep.
And other things in life that you enjoy and get together. And it's just different. But not in a, you know, some people look at it as negative. And I always like to say, that's not what we're about. I always like to point that out because that's the question I get the most.
Yeah.
is,
Sure. Yeah. And like you're in a unique situation that when ladies are attending the event for the first time, let's say, you know, younger surveyors just getting into the profession, you know, you've gone through, like a lot of the ladies have, very common trials and tribulations along the way to getting to where you are in the profession. And you're in the position to be able to take these young women under your wing and help them through some of those things and avoid some of those things.
Yes. I mean, you know, I started in this industry at 17. So I was in the day and age where there were some that were like, oh, well, we're going to have this client meeting in a little more risque place, thinking I wouldn't show up. No, I'm going to show up.
Yeah.
That's my job. But yes, so this is the first year that I've been able to bring staff with me. So I have
So cool.
one of my party chiefs. She's 24 and she's just
There you go.
full of energy. And then I also brought my marketing person because it's not just the technicians or the
Yep.
surveyors. It's anybody in the industry to work together.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
love that.
So like, you know, there's some ladies listening to this, this interview that weren't able to be here this year. What would you tell them to get them to show up next year? Like, what are some of the best takeaways from your perspective?
Oh God, that's a tough question. They're not here because they couldn't make it.
They just couldn't make it this year. Yeah, they're considering it. Like, I'm not sure. You know, what would you like to tell them that by attending, you know, this summit, you're gonna get this out of it?
Well, for me, this is anything that I've done on any of these things has been the best thing I've ever done in my career. But this event in particular, I look forward to the most because I make those connections that you're not going to make in another room
Yep.
at a TSPS event or Nebraska or wherever.
Sure.
You don't have the opportunity to talk about some of the hard questions that you can't talk about in a room full of men.
Yep. Yeah.
And so
Very good point.
to me, being able to have that opportunity is the biggest takeaway for me, is just the camaraderie
Yep.
across all lines.
Yep. Well said. Well said.
And I think that's what we try and get out there to everybody in the profession, because there's a lot of people that are negative about it. And it is about supporting. I mean, through my whole career, I had worked with, I think, 1 or 2 other ladies my whole time I was in the field. It wasn't until later on
Yep.
that I started to meet female surveyors,
Sure.
which is,
yep.
one of the reasons that I'm trying to pull this stuff together
Mhm.
over in Australia as well, because some of the ladies that I had at my first lunch
Mhm.
had never met other female
Yeah.
surveyors.
Crazy.
It's,
And I think the number of females getting into the profession is on the rise.
it is.
You know, I
Yes.
mean, I think there's an uptick,
Yeah.
and maybe this summit plays a role in that,
I think it does, and it doesn't just play a role in being here, but I've seen an uptake in our state society meetings of women. So
Yep.
I started in our state society in the late 80s, early 90s, right? Involved doing things behind the scenes. You didn't really get recognized until it was a gentleman who was president, changed the face of it in 2013. That's how long it took. But there was 3 of us women that if we were all 3 at an event at the same time, it was rare. 2 weeks ago, we just had our state convention, and there was 42 women there, 42 licensed women there.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So from 2013, when there was 3 of us, which that's not that long ago.
No,
I mean,
it's
it
not
is,
really.
it's not.
It is,
Yeah.
but yeah.
There was 3 of us,
Yeah.
and now there's 42.
That's incredible.
And most of them were here first
Really.
before they were in the state. And that's what I mean. I think it grows
It's awesome.
across the board.
Amazing. What else, Tricia? What else you want to get out there? Any takeaways?
Well, I can't miss the chance to say we did have a CST exam
Yeah.
yesterday. We
Such a
had-
cool idea.
Yes. And
How many did you have take it?
we had 3 ladies take
Okay,
it, and they were all 3 taking the level 3 exam.
Which is a tough exam.
Look, we took a practice exam, and I said, don't take my license away because
That's right. Yeah. I've always thought, like, if you could pass the level 3, I mean, you could pass the FS
yes.
basically.
So as a takeaway, my last plug would be that if you are looking for a path to licensure, even if you don't want to be licensed, that is a great program. And there is a great study group within this
Yep.
women's group
Oh,
that
nice.
promotes that.
Yeah.
And as sitting on the board, of course, I want to promote that because those ladies, it gives them more validity in their career and more confidence than to go on.
Yes.
So anything,
Yeah.
whether it's CST or anything,
Well, it allows you to, benchmark yourself and get credentials,
yes.
right? Like you said it perfectly. Like I'm a huge proponent of the CSD program, always have been. But it allows you to, gain credentials, helps you on your path to licensure. And even if you don't get licensed, you still have those credentials that show that, you're at this benchmark.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great program. I highly recommend it.
Yes. So, and it ties in great with the women's
Yep.
group, so
Yeah, it was a great idea to do that, to have that exam.
that was all Anna. Anna is the brainchild of all the best ideas, and we just support her.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's the ideas person.
Yes. Yes.
Just makes it happen. Anyways, Trish, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Fun hanging out with you guys last night. And hope you have a great rest of the summit.
Thank you. We look forward to it.
Yep.